Let's dig, and let's add a custom tool set to Minecraft. 121 Minecraft modding course is available down below, with over 11 hours of content covering everything from the basics all the way to block entities and custom mobs. Alright, friends, back and tell you once more, and in this tutorial we'll be adding a custom tool set to Minecraft. So this is going to include, of course, the sword as well as the pickaxe, shovel, axe, and hoe. Now this is going to be quite interesting. And for this, first and foremost, we're going to need some custom tags. Now, these types of tags, at least one of those type, we have actually seen before, and that was in the data Minecraft over here. That is the needs_iron_ tool tag. There's also, of course, the needs diamond tool and the needs stone tool tags. In this case, we need a custom one. So this is going to be the public static final tag key of type block in this case. And that's going to be the needs_pink_garnet_tool. Equal to the create tag method here. Same with the name needs_pink_garnet_tool. And then we need a second one, and that's actually the one that sort of really defines what we need. I'll explain this in a little bit, and that's going to be the incorrect_for_pink_garnet_tool. Equal to, once again, the create tag method with exactly the same name, just all in a lowercase. So incorrect_for_pink_garnet_tool. There we go. And now that we have the tags, we can now create the tool material. That's going to be in our item package. We're going to right click new Java class called the mod tool materials class. There we go. This will implement the tool material interface. And we'll also change this from a class to an enum, not an enum, but an enum. There we go. We're going to hover over this and implement the methods right here. And it will also generate this semicolon over here. This is basically for the advanced enum, because obviously an enum usually just has, is like, enumerates like has different like elements. And in this case, what we actually want to do is we want to make a constructor that provides all of these elements right here. What we can do is we can do this a multitude of different ways, right? We can implement all of this, or what we can also do is click on the tool material, Control H on this, and see that there's a tool materials class. And you can see this one has all of the vanilla stuff inside of it. So you can see there's all the vanilla stuff, right? Including all of the vanilla values. And what we can do is literally just go in here and actually copy all of the contents of this over, right? So literally just copy this over. If the vanilla stuff for some reason doesn't work or looks a little bit different, or there's like any issues, you can of course always also go into the description below. We can copy this over, and we simply want to change the constructor over here to mod tool materials. And I also want to format this just a little bit differently, just because that's my personal preference. This is, however, not strictly necessary. Like the reformatting over here is not needed, but it is, in my opinion, appreciated, just for myself at least. There we go. And that should be fine. And now we have basically everything we're going to need, except in the very top over here. Now we, of course, have way too many tool types, right? So the tool materials, if you can have multiple, you can basically double check over here. So they are separated by a comma, and the last one always has a semicolon. Should be, basically sort of self-explanatory, because it is just a normal enum in this case. But there you go. We can also change this up a little bit. And then here, this is going to be our pink garnet, which has a block tag over here, which is going to be from modtags.blocks. This is going to be the incorrect, extremely important, the incorrect for pink garnet tool right here. We can then modify this, right? And we can modify this based on whatever we want to balance it for. So let's say our tool material should be, just a little bit more better than diamond, but it should be, pretty good in terms of durability. So let's say something like 1200 should be fine, right? That's going to be like way closer to diamond, but let's say the mining speed, for example, is only going to be a 5. So that's even worse than diamond here in this case. But maybe the damage is 4. I think that's pretty good. The enchantability, pink garnet, maybe that's a 22. And then the ingredient that this is going to be repaired with is obviously going to be mod items.pink garnet. And with this, we basically have this set up. Like I said, the actual class or the actual enum right here is basically always going to look pretty much like this. And then you just add different entries over here via the like sort of advanced enum. And when we have this, now we can go on to our mod items class and register our custom items over here. So the custom tools will be registered by making a public static final item. This is going to be the pink_garnet_sword equal to the register item method with, of course, the name pink_garnet_sword. And then the second parameter is going to be a new sword item. First of all, needing the mod tool materials.pink garnet. And the second parameter is going to be new item settings with, and this is quite important, calling the attribute modifiers method, where we pass in sort item that create attribute modifiers, passing in our tool material again, so mod tool materials.pink garnet, passing in a 3 in this case and a minus 2.4 F. There we go, and then ending it, and there we go. Now, where do those numbers come from? Those are the normal numbers that are needed for the sort item. So if we were to press shift twice and look at the items class, what we're going to find here is that the modifiers, you can see that this is the exact attribute modifier, and the modifier for every sort is going to be 3 base attack and minus 2.4 speed over here, and the other numbers will also all be taken from there. So this we can then duplicate over here a couple more times, but we're going to make it so that the formatting is correct. So we're going to have 5 different things added, and then we have the pink_garnet pickaxe, and we're going to change the name, of course, very importantly, that you change the name if at any time there is an issue with the thing you're trying to add over here. As always, of course, you can check the description for the GitHub repository, and then you should be good to go. This is going to be the pickaxe, and we're going to have the shovel. That's going to be good. And of course, changing the name here to shovel. This is going to be a new shovel item. And this is going to be a shovel item that create attributes with a base attack of 1.5 F, crazily enough, but a minus 3 for its attack speed. And then here we're going to have the pink garnet axe, and we're going to have the pink garnet axe right here too, which is going to be an axe item, and here an axe item that create attribute modifiers here. The axe has a base attack of 6, but a minus 3.2, pretty crazy in terms of the attack speed. And then last but certainly least, we got the pink garnet hoe over here, and we got the hoe over here, and this is of course going to be a, can you guess it, of course, a hoe item, and a hoe item here too. And this one has 0 attack and a minus 3 for attack speed. And that's going to be all 5 of our different tools registered. Let's add them to the item group, because that's, that's an easy thing to miss over here. We'll start with the sword and then add the rest over here. The pickaxe, we're going to have the shovel, we're going to have the axe, and we're going to have the hoe as well. Might as well add this too. And then let's actually go down to the lang, and the textures translation obviously going to be very straightforward, right? I mean, that's literally just going to be the same thing that we've seen countless times now. And when it comes to the textures, well, those are, of course, as always, also all available to you down below for download. So there we go. That's going to be the 5 textures here. And that is going to be everything we need down here. And then we can do the rest in DataGen. And before we do the things in DataGen that are needed for the models, we first of all go to the mod block tag provider over here, because of course we need to, add our 2 tags right here, right? So the first one is going to be get or create tags, mod tags dot blocks dot, and then I'm going to do the needs on pink_garnet_tool. And this is going to be quite interesting. So this is where we can add a tag. So we're going to add a tag, and the tag to add is block tags dot needs iron tool over here. So why do we do this? This basically makes it so that now we're going to be able to mine everything with a pink garnet tool that an iron tool also can mine, because there are no more tool tiers, not really, in Minecraft, right? Since 1.21, they changed the system a little bit, and we basically can define now that, okay, everything the iron tool mines can also be mined by the pink garnet tool, but in theory, we could also add something else, right? So if we were to, just for the sake of argument, take a look over here, let's say we're going to take the magic block, is that maybe added anywhere over here? So the magic block isn't added anywhere. Let's just, for the sake of argument, I'm just going to illustrate my point, right? I'm going to say needs diamond tool. And so the magic block can only be mined with a diamond pickaxe or above. However, I'm going to say, okay, but it can also be mined with our pink garnet tool, right? So this is going to be not the add tag, but the add and then modblocks.magic block, right? So in this case, now my magic block can be mined with diamond and netherite tools and with my pink garnet tool. Even though the pink garnet tool, it sort of mimics iron, right? So it's like the iron level. It couldn't mine obsidian, but it can mine the magic block. Well, egg on my face, we can't actually add the last tag via DataGen because, and I genuinely don't know why this is the case. The tag builder over here for the fabric block tags does not have a remove method. because you need to actually remove something. So we're going to create this manually until I guess, Fabric adds that, because I don't know, this is still kind of weird. Well, so we'll just add it manually in the resources folder. We're going to right click, new directory called data. Inside of there, another new directory called tutorial mod. And then inside of there, another new directory called tags. And inside of there, another new directory called block. And we'll copy over the JSON file, which of course is also available to you down below, incorrect_for_pink_garnet_tool.json. And you can see the reason why we need it is this remove over here, this remove list, because the idea is that we're going to add all of the ones that are in the incorrect for iron tool, but then we will remove everything that the pink garnet tool can mine. So for some reason, the way that it's now set up is that it sort of checks for the inverse. So it's like, oh, you cannot mine this block, and that's going to be the list that you go off of for some reason. I don't know why they changed it like this. There's a tiny benefit to this, because due to the fact that this incorrect for tool variant over here, this tag, is available for every one of the different tool tiers, you can more sort of like granularly define every single block being able to be mined with specific tools, but not with everything above it. So in theory, you could design a block that could be mined with only iron, but not diamond or netherite. So that's why this is kind of cool. It's a little bit more complicated to wrap your head around, but once you get that, then that is going to be usually just a little bit better. There are a couple of item tags that might be interesting for you to add your items to. And that might be, for example, the item tags dot swords. So you can add your sword to this, right? So this would be the add of the mod items dot pink garnet sword. And we can literally just duplicate this a couple of times and do this for all of them, right? So we can do this for the pickaxes. And the reason why you might want to do this is so that they can be enchanted properly, because some of them will be enchantable, but not for everything, right? So we're going to do the axes over here. This is going to be the axe. And then lastly, the hoe. I don't even know if hoes have any enchantments, but there you go. And we can basically take a look at this. There are some things, if we take a look at enchantable, you can see there's armor enchantable, and then like head armor enchantable, mining enchantable. However, if we look at the contents of the mining enchantable, right? If we were to go to the item tag provider, right, you can see axes, pickaxes, shovels, hoes. So those are already being added there, meaning that if you add those to your tags, then the enchantability should, in theory, be available for your own custom item sets too, which is pretty cool. Loot tables we do not need at all. However, in our mod model provider, that is where we will have the following. We'll have the items over here. So we're going to have the sword. However, it is not going to be a generated model. It is going to be a handheld model, because if you're in third person, of course, you want your sword and your pickaxe to actually be looking like it is three-dimensional, right? That is why we need the handheld instead of the normal generated. Very important that you don't forget that. Otherwise, it's going to look very, very strange. We got the shovel, the axe, and lastly, the hoe right here. And when it comes to the recipes, a similar type of thing that we've seen here with the shaped recipe. So there aren't any sort of pickaxe recipe or axe or like tool. That does not exist. However, you can very easily just create a own custom method, right? By literally just taking the shaped recipe right here and then just making basically all of the shapes, right? It's very straightforward. Like just for the sake of argument over here, you can literally just do this, right? Bam, and then bam, right? And then you add another input for the S. That's gonna be items.stick. And then, you just go from there, right? So it should be fairly straightforward, nothing too crazy. You can even then take all of those 5 different recipes, and in theory, you could even make a method out of this if you wanted to, if you have like multiple sets of tools. That's not necessary, but it could be a cool idea nonetheless. With everything like this done, we should now be good to go. As always, all of the code is available down below, so you can double check it there. Let's first of all run data gen over here for our tags as well as the item models. And once that is through, well, then we can jump into the game and see our beautiful new tools for the first time. So let's see. Alright, finally back in Minecraft. As you can see, all of the different tools have been successfully added to the game. And let's see, for example, I can make some paths over here. I could even, if I wanted to, strip some logs, and of course I can mine them, right? I can even hoe or till the ground, let's say. Let's do the shovel, right? You can use the shovel, no issues whatsoever. If I were to dig down a little bit and we would, you know, get to stone, you can see the pink garnet pickaxe will also mine this, right? And we basically set it up so that the magic block, right? If we look at this, right, the magic block, it can only be mined with our pink garnet as well as diamond or above. So in theory, if I were to set down the magic block right here and I, you know, try to mine it here, that works, even though, well, it doesn't have a loot table. So I guess it's a little bit void over here in this case. Well, you would have to add a loot table. Wait, this is not right. Wait a second. Okay, I literally don't have any idea why it does not work. This is the exact way that I have it set up with all of the other stuff. So like with Forge and NeoForge, and there it works totally fine. So it might be a bug in Fabric. This could be the case. You have to remember that obviously these things changed in 1.21. So I guess for the time being, you can literally just make the tool tier the exact same as a vanilla tool tier. Kind of a bummer, right? Because in theory, this should work. I mean, we can even double check that this is, you know, properly added over here, but it should be added, right? You can see that the in tutorial mode, the tags block, right, needs pink garnet tool over here, and that has the magic block in it, as well as the needs iron tool. And in theory, those values should then be removed from the incorrect for pink garnet tool. And this should include the magic block, which is obviously a part of this particular tag right here. So even though it is sort of included in this tag, it should basically be removed afterwards. Whatever the case may be, I guess that is not the case in this instance. So for the time being, you will only ever be able to, well, map out your tool materials in a particular tag. That is simply a current limitation for 1.21 as things develop, basically. Because Mojang, you know, they be Mojanking. But with that, that's going to be it for this tutorial right here. Next time in this video, we'll make a 3x3 hammer item. Hope to see you there. So, yeah.